Just keep going.
All right, LUG, Entertainment Records, LLC. You know, I'm from Atlanta. I'm a hip hop freestyle artist. Saw one take. From Atlanta, Georgia. What can I say?
Well, what got you in the scene, man? Like, you know, and how did you get your notoriety, and like how do you get your normal fan base right now? Because you're booming overseas, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It started with Instagram. You know, I had a few little things that went viral. It was just, you know, I was like an adolescent child in a grown person's body. So I was doing abnormal stuff, you know, weird stuff, and people would laugh. And so it was creative content, and you know what I'm saying? It kind of went somewhere. So I said, okay, a lot of people are saying you can't do it, you're not gonna make it, and this and that. So I took that as energy and inspiration, and to thrive me to keep going and keep practicing. And I encourage that to anyone, you know, because practice makes perfect. So it started off with those viral videos, and then it went to, you know, me practicing more. And believe it or not, each album carried a little bit more weight, and it started spreading more and more. You know, it went more and more, and until it just where it is now again.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, what was your most difficult time in your whole career, and for what? And how did you overcome it?
Okay, that's easy. Well, kind of. There's two things. The first thing was the fire. You know, the fire.
Elaborate on that. What happened?
So, young lady, not gonna pertain to any names, but you know, a house got set on fire. My house, all my possessions, whole lifetime.
Damn.
Yeah, lifetime. Never thought it happened to me. So you know, it was tough, but
everything, like
everything,
shoes,
like
clothes.
shoes. All I had was on my body. After it's all said and done.
How long did it take for the house to burn completely down?
You know what? It didn't burn down actually, but it can be rebuilt. However, man, coming home, seeing the flames just out my room.
Coming home, like what do you mean?
Like I wasn't even at home when I got home. No.
Usually when people say I'm coming home, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what they say in the lingo nowadays. Yeah, no, okay. So now, damn. So that would break a man's spirit, man. Coming home and then next thing you know, all your stuff is gone.
Yeah.
And what did you do that next day?
The next day, oh man.
Like, was music your outlet? Like,
no, music was not my. I did attempt to do a video, but you could tell I wasn't all the way there.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot going on, and it was after prison. I did get out of prison, like I think 2 years, about 3 years. It wasn't too much.
How long did you do?
Just like 2.5 years, but
this nigga, he said, "It's 2.5. It was light work."
You know, people do. You know what I mean? But it added to the growth and the experience. It made me for who I am today. And so the house fire is detrimental, but we had to move forward the next day. Right. I'm at homeless shelters trying to get resources and that kind of thing.
Man, that's a struggle, man. So the person that burned the house down, did you ever get any justice?
Nah, you know, it was all good. I could have, but I left it alone, being the fact of personal issues and that kind of stuff. I said, I ain't gonna touch it, forgive, don't forget.
Let God, man.
It is what it is, you know.
So, man, now from that to freaking, you about to be diamond, man, on fucking BMI and ASCAP and all that, and your views are going up. So you say you a freestyle artist. Now, for the viewers that don't know, what does that actually mean?
Okay, so freestyle to me is just off the dome, material off the head. You know, the instrumentals going in. All you can do is just think of words as the beats are playing and put it all together and hopefully make a creative song.
So you go in the booth not knowing what's gonna happen.
Not knowing what I'm even gonna say or topic at hand most of the time, you know.
I like that. That's dope. That's like a metaphor for life, man. If people like really like stick to the script, or they think like it's always gonna go wrong, you know. But then like, you know, that's why I like divine interventions. You know what I mean? Like you never really know when the best move is gonna happen, and actually, when people do things, kind of like being at the right place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
that's exactly for your mind, right? Cool. So now, how did you? When your music started going up, was people recording you, or did you learn the stuff yourself, or how did you get what you're doing?
I had a few people around me, you know what I mean, who helped me. Even people on Instagram, they'd give me little tips on where to go on the platform. I didn't know nothing about Pro Tools and Logic Pro and that kind of stuff. I had no clue. And so
you can shout them out if you'd like, man. You know, this is going up. You know, they might sponsor you or something.
You say what?
So you can shout them out if you'd like, man, because you know this is going up.
Yeah, you know, so tech, definitely tech.
I'm talking about Pro Tools and all them, so they might sponsor you.
Yeah.
Partnership.
Get a what they call it? I forgot what they call it.
Promotion, free shout.
It's something kind of promotion, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I can't think of the word.
Advertisement.
It's not
shout out.
It's like a dang, what's the name of it? Like a word to describe someone signing you to advertise their marketing company. It's something else, something deal. Like Shaq may have on Kobe. I forgot. Maybe it's not.
It's all good. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Hey, for real, no drugs. Yeah. You know, we wanna push that out there because it all hinders us, man, from the weed to the mushrooms to whatever you take.
Right.
It hinders us, in my opinion, so we just keep it going.
That's what's up, man. So now, man, as a young artist, man, just, you know, coming from burned down house, coming home from prison, and then now you started making music. But then now, when did it become like, because you know a lot of these artists, man, when they're on labels and then, you know, they always getting screwed over, fucked over because like the 360 deal, this and that. But you went the other way, man. You did not. You turned down multiple signings. Like, look, a couple record labels came out to reach out to you, but you said no. You wanted to make your own platform.
Yeah, definitely.
Speak about that.
Yeah. I wanted to have control over my own music. So like, if I didn't put in for a subscription with United Masters or whatnot, you know, if they was to take my music down, I would have full control. I could put it over here if I wanted to. Right. I could even distribute it myself out my trunk my truck at this point.
Without asking nobody else.
Yeah, because they put me out there for the most part, outside of me putting myself out there.
So when did that idea become, like, when did it click into your head? Because the transition from an artist to a businessman, you know, because you're technically a manager. You're managing your own record label.
Yeah.
Do you have any artists under you?
Not yet, but I am interested in one artist.
Okay. Oh, you give us a hint or no? You gotta wait. Can't
some people might know, you know what I mean? But yeah. I'm interested. And it's just the different people. I had interest in a lot of people, but you know, and I understand it now in the game. People were saying, people who are out of the game, they were saying, I asked them why weren't they in it? Just people around them, they weren't doing this. It was just making, and that's how it is. The people around you, you know, I could expect so much more of people, my expectations, but it's draining to have to deal with some of the things that you have to deal with. Just people. So
man,
you know,
ain't that the truth, man?
Yeah, it takes a toll. So it makes you want to be independent and not even deal with the label. You know, get up and dress how you want and do things at will. If you don't feel like working, you don't work, but no work, no money.
For yourself,
so you work for yourself.
Yeah, I like that, man. You know, and you named the entertainment records, like that's unique in itself because it's so broad and it's like generic as fuck.
You're right.
Like entertainment, but it's actually genius though.
Yeah.
Because you know I feel like it's playing off of your name.
Yeah.
It starts with the E, Edward Ujier, Entertainment Records, and then you know. What went across your mind when you first made up the LLC and then you got your first royalty check?
Okay, man. That first royalty check when you like, ooh. But
you felt like you made it up.
I felt like I shared a lot of people's mouth up. You know what I mean? But honestly,
that gives you so much confidence, right?
Yeah,
like you're doing something right.
Yeah. Making progress in life. So it was just, you know, I wanted something simple and to the point. But like you said, I thought it was pretty general and everybody had already, it was a well-known brand anyway.
Right.
But actually when talking to the IRS, there wasn't any name such as far as business ownership. But I question that, but you know.
Do you have a trademark and copyright right?
Yeah. It wasn't at first, you know what I mean? I had to quit. But yeah.
See, now that right there in itself is a major business move because for a name just like that, Entertainment Records, and if you have that copyrighted and trademarked, now some people can't even use the word entertainment anymore.
Now see, that's when you come in, lawyers and that kind of stuff, man. You pay attention to this guy, man. Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. So for the last question, man, what's your next project? What you working out on? And if you could give a young person that used to be in his shoes before your house burned down, what would you say Matter of fact, how about this? What would you say? How old were you when the house broke down?
I was, let's see, I'm 41. Shoot, I was about 38, 39.
What would you tell the 37-year-old you where you're at now? And what would you talk to? What piece of advice would you give your 37-year-old you? And moving on.
So first, my next project, I just dropped album. So the next project I was thinking about doing an EP, but I'm doing something right after it, basically. So I try to keep them coming. Outside of what was going on during the career, I had bits and pieces. You had a time period where I wasn't rapping, and due to relationships with others and people having, not the best interest for me, it took a time period where a length of time had went by and I hadn't done any music. So, I want to encourage other people, as far as situations, traumatic situations that happens in people's lives, man, you just got to move forward. You can't look back, because I could look back 1,000 times and say, damn, man, I could have did this.
What would you tell this 37-year-old you?
37-year-old me, man, damn, that's a good question. I hate this.
Like knowing about the where your life is going now, or what you're about to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would definitely tell myself, stay away from them bitches, man, But, love, you cherish love, but some things I know are not right, and I gotta know how to tell people no. Get those outside spirits, those forces away from me. And tend to my own, focus on myself. And I tell myself, man, don't you go around those people. Don't even let them come around you.
Right. And
get out there. Get away from.
Get away from them, man. That's a great way to close out the segment, man. And with that being said, man, show people what you got going on, where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm over here, Instagram. We got ENT Records LLC. You can find me Instagram. I'm everywhere. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, shit. Who pays the most? Let's go with what's Jay-Z's brand?
Tidal.
Yeah. Tidal pays pretty good. Amazon,
That's what's up.
So shouts out to everybody, man. The label.
For sure. All right.
Entertainment Records and everybody else.
There we go. We got Entertainment Records with Edward Ujier. My name is Tekken, and I'm out.